Hi everyone, welcome back to That's All for the Modern Girl. My name is Caitlin and I'm so happy to have you. A couple years ago, there was a neighborhood-wide garage sale and one particular house had a bag of scarves. It said $5 on the bag and I thought it meant $5 a scarf. Nope, $5 for the entire bag. What a deal. Now, I've played with some of these scarves here and there, mostly to wear as a turban over curlers or to tie in a purse as an accent of color, but hadn't tried out any other styles until now. I'd forgotten that with the bag of scarves also came a small booklet with a copyright from 1987 called Wonderful Ways to Wear Scarves by the Elgin Accessories Company. It was so interesting to flip through the book and see different ways to wear scarves, and also brought me to the realization that there were different shapes of scarves. I mean, yes, I knew on some level there were different shapes, but I just didn't realize there were so many. Large square, small square, oblong, rectangle, and so on. As I flipped through, I could see multiple decades represented in one style, clearly a symbol of fashion's cyclical nature. I could even see a few that unlocked some memories of my mom and grandma, and immediately wanted to carry on the scarf tradition as the next generation in line. My mom and grandma have always been a source of inspiration in many ways, but in particular when it comes to discovering my own style. I mean, the first place I played dress up, you guessed it, was in their closets. Well, not really my grandma's. Hers was pristinely organized, so I more just oohed and awed over her rows of high-heeled shoes and coordinating dresses and so on. Plus the jewelry. Oh, the jewelry. Mom loved silver, Grandma wore both, and I wear both. Now, Mother's Day is just around the corner, and speaking of jewelry, Anna Luisa has kindly partnered with me on this video to share their beautiful jewelry pieces that would make a perfect gift for the mother figures in your life. Now, my mom and I, when it comes to gift giving, can be pretty direct with what we want. So we had an early Mother's Day gift where she picked out a pair of earrings, the Paris silver earrings, which she loves. Last year, I got a pair of the Paris small pave earrings, and I love that we both now have a pair in similar styles, but that suits our own tastes. Now, as for me, there were two pieces I have had my eye on. The Hannah necklace, which features a mother of pearl setting with a lovely rose etched into it, which reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Delicate and stunning. And I didn't even realize, but I also chose the Amara ring, which is another piece featuring mother of pearl. Now, I'm just realizing the serendipitous nature of choosing two pieces featuring mother of pearl while also talking about the maternal figures in my life and Mother's Day. Well, anyways, all of Anna Luisa's pieces have a 2-year warranty and are non-tarnishing. And just a bonus fact about Anna Luisa that was a leading reason why I initially decided to work with them is that since 2020, they are carbon neutral, offsetting 100% of their carbon footprint related to the crafting of their jewelry pieces. That's huge. But they're not just stopping there. They have made a goal for themselves to reduce their carbon emissions by another 42% by 2030 and 90% by 2050. I love that. So use the link in the description box below to find the perfect gift for the maternal figures in your life that you'd like to honor this Mother's Day. And thank you to Anna Luisa for partnering with me on this video. Me being the history nerd / actress, always seeking out background and context and generally wondering why, decided to take a peek to see what I could find out about scarves in the 20th century and why I felt like I didn't see them so much in Western culture now as compared to the former. From my research, I've gathered that scarves have not and will not ever go out of style, just how they're used ebbs and flows. For instance, when scarves are mentioned these days, from the results I've seen, people using the word scarf are majority of the time referring to the heavy knits worn in colder months that you throw over your shoulder or tie around your neck. So I changed up my search and I looked to see what I could find when calling them fashion scarves or silk scarves. From what I could see, these types aren't talked about a whole lot, but when they are always referenced as being timeless. yet there hasn't been any huge upsurge in them this century, just a general nod to them always being there if you want to use them. A few people voiced concern about them looking, quote, old lady, and I feel like that must partially be in reference to them being popular in a different era and someone continuing to wear it now as they've aged. To which I say, who cares? I don't think they're old lady, and if you want to wear them, do it. Life is short, and that's basically it. So in the end, I didn't find anything definitive in my research about the decline of scarves as a fashion accessory. So maybe now's its moment. I think I have it almost. Right. Cross. Okay. Now, cross out back, return to front, bring right end over, under, over. That's the piece I was missing. I like it. I like it. This is the one that my grandma used to do a lot. It says use large square and turn into triangle. Check. Tie at center points. Oh wait, if I do that, does that mean that the tag is at the top? Yes, hold on. And then take the center points and knot them off. Like so. Oh, that's easy. Okay, this part you don't get to see. Hold on. Okay, now I have it around my neck. We're back. And then you just tie, slip loop overhead and tie the free ends at back. This is wild. I've never worn a scarf like this before. I don't know that this one's for me, but I think this is really cool for somebody. Or maybe it's a print. Maybe it's just the actual print that's not working for me. Also, it is hanging on by a thread. Both knots on both ends are very small knots. Yeah, I don't think... How do I make this more flattering? Hold on. There's gotta be a way, right?
There's gotta be a better way.
Why is it? Hers is like a nicer plunge of the neck. Mine is not. So how do I get that? It's still loose right here. How do I? I like something against this color. Okay. It is choking me a little bit. It's right about now that I thought it would be interesting to try out this style with a leftover square fabric, which would make this a bit easier to curate to my own body shape and size, or even how I might apply the same idea, but again to a square that I measure out for my body and pick out fabric to make it into its own versatile piece. So that might be something that I look into in the future. I mean, it is a look. I don't know that it's one for me, but for somebody out there, this is amazing. I think for me, it's also the fabric. I don't know that this does me any favors. But like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did I say that again? That's pretty cool. I want to try it with a different one. Hold on. Okay, this one I think suits me better. More my color palette. Okay, how do I get this to tighten? I want it to be like that. What can you do with that? I still can't get it to be what I want it to be on the bottom, but not bad. This dress has been in storage, so that's why it's so wrinkled, and I'm not gonna iron it right now. Let's see what happens with this scarf as a belt. Okay. This is one that I want to use. Hold on. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay. Loop over. Okay. Okay. Body at one side. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it would look much better if it were maybe not a pattern. But here we are. So originally I was supposed to do this other top using 2 scarves, and when I say that my confidence was lowest of low, that it was going to stay where it needed to be in order to remain a top, it's not an exaggeration. I would have loved to have pulled off this top, but it just was not for me.
You miss me, honey, when I'm away.
This was one of my grandma's. Okay. Cross in front. Tie it back. I think my head is too big for these. It takes up too much of the space, and then I don't have enough at the ends to properly tie it off without feeling like I'm choking myself. Okay. Okay. I do feel like I'm ready to go for a drive in Monaco in some sort of vintage convertible. Or at least be driving in the south of France somewhere. Maybe I should have on a different colored shirt. All right, I think that's a wrap on this one. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It was really wonderful having you all. If you got it this far into the video, why don't you comment the scarf emoji below? I think there's a scarf emoji. I think it's red. I'm gonna put a finger, crossing my fingers there is. Go ahead and comment that scarf emoji below if you made it this far. And again, don't forget to go and check out in Luisa with the link in the description box below so that you can take a peek at some pieces and find something that your mother might enjoy. All right, I will see you all in the next one, which is my dream rolls video, in fact. So please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell and also like this video. Sorry, there's such a to-do list for you. Anyways, I digress. I will see you all in the next one. And again, that's going to be dream rolls, so stick around. Honorable mention of styling not featured in this video goes to Grace Kelly, who used an Hermes scarf as a sling after she broke her arm.